He absolutely loved reading books. Not only was his house filled with books, but Goro had memorized exactly where each book was placed. If anyone moved any book around, he would get really angry. He had to put the book back in its original spot. On this particular night, Goro had a nightmare. He dreamed that all his precious book collection had disappeared. So as soon as he woke up, he rushed to his study. Sure enough, he discovered that his mother's favorite book, East Wind's Rainy, was missing. He quickly searched through the bookshelves with his wife. That's when they realized his father's favorite book, Thorn Spirit Hell, was also gone. Because these two books had vanished, Goro grew more haggard each day. But then one day, Goro walked to his front door. Against a backdrop of crimson maple leaves filling the sky, East Wind's Rainy stood right before him. Goro excitedly told his wife that he'd finally found the book. But his wife was stunned because there was nothing outside the door. However, in Goro's world, East Wind's Rainy had returned. And Thorn Spirit Hell also appeared in his life. But Thorn Spirit Hell was the most terrifying novel in the world. Goro tried to keep the demon outside, but the demon could still slip in through the windows. Wrapped in his blanket, Goro told his wife everything. He said he needed a plan to catch the demon. But when his wife woke up, she found Goro muttering something under his breath. These were all original lines from Thorn Spirit Hell. Then, Goro's body began showing wounds. Finally, he sat at his desk covered in injuries. He said Thorn Spirit Hell would never appear again. The next day, East Wind's Rainy disappeared as well. Goro believed it was all his fault. He decided to memorize all his books in his mind. That way, even if the books got lost, he wouldn't be afraid, and he wouldn't have to suffer the pain of losing them anymore. And so, Goro became nothing more than a human book repository. He memorized more and more books, and his whole being grew increasingly haggard. His wife wanted Goro to stop, but Goro had already fallen into madness. He lay powerlessly among the piles of books. Suddenly, he heard Rainy's voice in his ear. He reached toward the sound but accidentally knocked over the oil lamp. Flames began spreading, and the entire study was consumed by fire. In the darkness of night, besides the red firelight, those red maple leaves were particularly striking. In a psychiatric ward of another world, an old man leaped from a window. On the bed lay only 3 books, East Wind's Rainy, Thorn Forest Hell, and the newly written The Seal of the Box.